In examining the miracles of Jesus and their historical context, we delve into the extraordinary acts attributed to Jesus Christ, which include healing the sick, restoring sight to the blind, and transforming water into wine, among others. These miracles, as recorded in the New Testament, serve as expressions of divine intervention, underscoring Jesus' identity as the Son of God and reflecting his mission to bring spiritual and physical salvation. The significance of understanding the historical context of these miracles cannot be understated. They were performed in a time when societal norms were deeply influenced by religious beliefs and expectations of a Messiah. For audiences of that era, these acts provided compelling evidence of Jesus' divine authority and galvanized his followers while challenging established religious leaders. Today, they remain central to Christian theology, influencing the faith and beliefs of millions. One vivid example of these miracles is the feeding of the 5,000, where Jesus multiplied a few loaves and fishes to feed a multitude. This act of compassion demonstrates not only miraculous power, but also emphasizes themes of provision and community care. In modern application, such an example inspires charitable actions and community support. Another instance is the healing of the paralytic, which prompts contemporary reflections on themes of forgiveness and redemption, encouraging individuals and communities today to prioritize spiritual healing and reconciliation. Supporters contend that these miracles are divine signs reinforcing the teachings of Jesus, offering hope and illustrating God's presence in the world. However, skeptics and alternative viewpoints challenge the literal interpretation of these events, arguing they could be allegorical or symbolic, reflecting the socio-political narratives of the time rather than historical fact. Debates also arise concerning the relative importance of faith in the acceptance of these miracles, with some theologians suggesting that their true value lies in the lessons they impart rather than their historicity. These events connect deeply with other aspects of Jesus' life and teachings, illustrating the convergence of divine purpose with human experience. They reinforce the central tenet of Christian doctrine, Jesus' role in humanity's redemption. The exploration of these miracles within their historical framework enriches our understanding of their relevance today, bridging ancient faith with contemporary life and challenging us to find their resonance in our own spiritual journeys. Thus, examining the miracles of Jesus in their historical context invites ongoing dialogue and reflection, nurturing both personal faith and broader theological inquiry. The miracles of Jesus hold a profound place in both religious contexts and contemporary discussions about faith and spirituality, serving as instances of divine intervention that underscore key tenets of Christian teachings. These miracles, ranging from healing the sick to raising the dead, are seen as tangible demonstrations of Jesus' divine authority and compassion. Within the broader context of Christian theology, the miracles are essential for affirming Jesus' identity as the Messiah and his ability to transcend natural laws, thus validating his teachings and mission. In today's world, the relevance of these miracles extends beyond their historical accounts. They continue to inspire individuals and communities across spiritual and philosophical dimensions. For instance, the miracle of Jesus feeding the 5,000 exemplifies principles of compassion and sharing, a narrative often used in modern sermons to emphasize communal responsibility and care for the less fortunate. Similarly, Jesus' healing miracles serve as enduring symbols of hope and faith for those seeking recovery from illness, often encouraging prayer and reflection as part of personal healing journeys. These miracles also hold a special place in interfaith dialogues. Supporters like C.S. Lewis argue that these acts are not just supernatural phenomena, but are deeply intertwined with the moral and ethical teachings of Christianity. They suggest that the miracles are metaphorical lenses, providing insight into the divine nature and promoting values such as mercy, forgiveness, and love. However, these narratives are not without contention. Skeptics often challenge the historical validity of miracles, arguing they are mythological constructs intended to elevate Jesus' status rather than factual occurrences. The rise of scientific explanations for natural phenomena has led to further scrutiny and debate about the literal versus the metaphorical interpretation of these miracles. Moreover, some theologians advocate reinterpreting these miracles through a symbolic lens, focusing on their ethical imperatives rather than their supernatural aspects. Despite these debates, the miracles of Jesus continue to influence contemporary Christian thought and practice, underscoring faith's transcendent power in the face of adversity. They connect to broader themes of faith, redemption, and the presence of the divine in everyday life, enriching the narrative of Jesus' life and mission. Ultimately, the miracles of Jesus invite both believers and non-believers to explore deeper questions about faith, existence, and the possibility of the extraordinary within the ordinary fabric of life. Understanding the types and nature of Jesus' miracles is essential to comprehending their significance both historically and in contemporary contexts. Miracles performed by Jesus, as described in the New Testament, can be broadly categorized into several types: healing miracles, exorcisms, nature miracles, and resurrections. Healing miracles involve restoring physical health to individuals suffering from various ailments, such as the curing of the blind man or the healing of the paralytic. Exorcisms refer to the casting out of demons, such as the incident with the Gerasene demoniac. Nature miracles demonstrate control over the natural world, like turning water into wine at Cana or calming the storm on the Sea of Galilee. Lastly, resurrections showcase Jesus' power over life and death, most notably seen in the raising of Lazarus. The significance of understanding these miracles lies in their function and symbolism. They are not merely acts of power, but serve to affirm Jesus' divine authority and the arrival of the kingdom of God. For believers, these miraculous acts are also a testament to faith and provide encouragement that divine intervention is possible in their lives today. One real-world application of understanding these miracles is in the field of theology and religious education, where scholars and educators explore their implications for modern faith practice. For instance, discussions in Bible study groups often focus on Jesus' healing miracles to inspire hope and discuss themes of faith and compassion. Another application is in pastoral care, where clergy draw upon these miracles to comfort individuals facing significant life challenges, reinforcing the belief in hope and miraculous recovery. Supporters of the importance of these miracles argue that they are central to Christian belief, providing foundational evidence of Jesus' divine nature. However, some challenges include skepticism about their literal occurrence in the modern scientific era. Critics and secular scholars often view them as metaphorical or symbolic narratives rather than literal events, raising debates about their historical accuracy. Despite these controversies, the miracles of Jesus deeply influence other aspects of the main topic by serving as a bridge between the historical Jesus and contemporary belief systems. They challenge believers to consider the nature of faith, the interaction between divine and human realms, and the relevance of these ancient stories in addressing today's spiritual and existential questions. Through this understanding, the miracles continue to inspire discussions about the nature of faith and the possibility of divine interaction in the modern world. Let's delve into the concept of the miracles of Jesus, their context and relevance today. Miracles performed by Jesus are often described as extraordinary events that defied natural laws, intended to affirm his divine authority and reveal God's kingdom. They ranged from healing the sick and raising the dead to transforming water into wine and calming storms. These acts are mentioned across the New Testament and serve as a testament to the belief in the power and compassion of Jesus, reinforcing his role as the Messiah. The significance of Jesus' miracles is multifaceted. In the historical context, they validated his teachings and were crucial in establishing his identity and mission on earth. They attracted followers, challenged the prevailing religious norms, and offered a glimpse of the kingdom of God, characterized by mercy, healing, and transformation. Today, these miracles hold symbolic relevance, inspiring faith, hope, and the belief in possibilities beyond human limitations. For instance, the miracle of feeding the 5,000 exemplifies the message of abundance and divine provision. It suggests that faith can lead to the surmounting of scarcity and want through communal sharing and trust in divine providence. Another example is the healing of the blind man, which is often interpreted as not only restoring physical sight, but also imparting spiritual insight, encouraging believers to seek understanding beyond the superficial. Support for the relevance of these miracles today can be found among religious leaders and theologians who argue that they offer timeless lessons on compassion and empathy. Many see them as metaphors for personal and societal transformation, serving as analogies that inspire practical actions in helping others and addressing social injustices. On the other hand, contemporary perspectives also present challenges and controversies. Skeptics question the historical accuracy and feasibility of these supernatural events, often attributing them to myth or allegory. Even within religious circles, interpretations of miracles can vary significantly, ranging from literal acceptance to symbolic understanding. These varying perspectives highlight how the miracles influence broader discussions about faith, the intersection of science and religion, and the way religious texts are engaged with in modern contexts. They open dialogue on spirituality's role in providing hope and moral guidance in today's world, showcasing their enduring impact across different areas of religious and cultural life. In summary, the miracles of Jesus continue to be a source of contemplation, motivation, and debate, shaping the faith experiences of individuals and communities alike.